a good show, everyone. Hey, welcome on in. Happy Friday. We're starting to do this a little bit more often because, why the hell not? But in all seriousness, happy hours, Fridays, football season. I have a little bit more of my life back when baseball ends, Kyle. But also,
makes sense
a little bit. But we haven't done this. So I thought, you know what? We got the space. And one of the things that I've heard that you and I were feuding, that's why you hadn't been on the show.
Wow. That's an interesting take.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I was just walking down the street and you saw me and said, hey, you want to cook? And I was like, I got everything if you want to do it. And
wow,
I did. So here we are. Feud. I wonder what the feud would be about.
It's a good question. We could come up with some good storylines.
Yeah.
It's kind of what we do here on the show.
Headlines.
But we're cooking today with Kyle. I want to answer some of your questions. I've gotten a lot of questions over the last few weeks, whether it's Oriole related, MLB playoff related, Ravens related, and we do want to talk about a couple of things today. If you guys watched the MLB playoffs, it's been electric. And if you watched specifically last night, the Philly season ended in a miserable fashion, but I want to talk about the Kirk Green situation a little bit later. Also, for our Rips Better kids, our channel members, going to have the Michael Brockers breakdown of some defensive line play. We're going to play some of those clips today on the show for the first time, and then our channel members are going to see the full 30-minute sit-down with Michael Brockers. But first things first, Kyle, what are we cooking up today?
Well, since I hadn't seen you in so long, we've rolled out a new menu. Started on Monday, all locations. I brought a couple of things. First is Rasta Pasta, which the name alone just sounds cool. So
it does.
That would be a fun one. That's got like a Creole kind of spicy, creamy pasta sauce, and then we can try to do some cinnamon roll pancakes, brand new, perfect for fall. And I don't normally pat myself on the back, but this is one of those things that I'm going to pat us on the back. Thank you. It always feels good to get a pat on the back, but this was one of those things. We tested it, came up with it, and it's fantastic. So those would be two of the things that we've got to show today.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Rasta Pasta.
Rasta Pasta.
That is fun to say.
Are you ready?
I am ready. So we want to start with the Rasta?
Yeah, so pasta's fun. You can do a bunch of different things with pasta. We brought some penne. I think I asked you before, but do you have any specific kind of pasta that you like? Are you a rigatoni or a macaroni, anything like that?
I'll just be honest, I love pasta. So, yeah. I think penne was always the simplest one for me.
Okay.
Are the bow ties just called the bow ties?
Those are called bow ties, but yeah, they're pasta for sure.
Oh, what's the long noodle that is long noodle? It's not spaghetti, a little bit thicker than spaghetti.
Linguine?
Oh, it's not linguine. It's going to bother the heck out of me, and Jamie would know this, and I'm doing a terrible job. So for all my Italian friends, I am sorry.
Yeah, me too.
Brutal. I love penne, though. So we have penne today.
We're going penne. Penne is one of the best ones because it's got enough surface area to pick up sauce, and then inside with the holes picks up more sauce. So it's one of those pastas that I think helps when we're making things to kind of pick up the sauce that we're making. And that's what we're going to do today. This Rasta pasta is really the Rasta sauce.
Oh, perfect.
It's creamy, spicy. Yeah, you're going to like it.
So bucatini. That was the word. Bucatini, right?
I mean, that's a pasta for sure.
But
I'm not sure if that's the one you were thinking.
Is that the one that's a little? So that's exactly what I was thinking. Justin, thank you.
Oh, thanks, Justin.
Thank you. And fettuccine is a sauce. No, it's a pasta. Fettuccine is a pasta. Fettuccine is a pasta. I'm all over the place, but we have that. And for you guys, the questions, we will get into all of that here and more. But we are starting to get cooking here.
All right, so we're gonna start. You're gonna get some butter and garlic on the burner. We're going to be real careful not to burn either one of those. So just as we start to get a nice little melt, I got the heat on about medium heat for those of you playing at home.
Move it around a little bit?
Move it around. And this is fall's coming up. The weather's kind of already gotten a little bit of crispness in the mornings. Did you notice that?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So
crispy fall.
So this is kind of one of those comfort food, fill your belly, warm your soul type dishes.
Oh, this already smells incredible. We're trying out some different camera angles here, so don't mind us here, okay? But we're throwing in some onion. We're throwing in some tomato. Roasted red pepper.
Bacon, of course.
Yep. Bacon going in.
And then some green pepper.
And some green pepper. And again, if you're just tuning in right now, like Christopher, I see it, open YouTube and this is automatically playing. What is happening? Well, we're like, I want to answer your guys' questions, but we also love to eat food. And it's Friday. So happy Friday. We're cooking it up with Kyle and the Iron Rooster and then going to continue to answer questions here. But we're making Rasta pasta. We got tomato, onion, pepper, bacon, because
you have
death
to.
Taxes and the Iron Rooster is going to provide some
Always,
bacon.
Yep.
And a little garlic butter action. Am I missing anything else?
No, but now you're going to really show off your skills because it's been a while since you and I have seen each other. The feud's over.
Feud's over.
You're going to have to start to toss that in the pan. So
Excuse me?
I forgot you were lefty. So move it towards the front. Yep, there you go.
Oh, that's just not going well. Oh,
close.
Kind of.
So think about shooting a basketball, right? In your fingertips.
Okay.
Your pan, I want you to keep kind of in the front part of your hand.
Okay, so front part. Yeah, quick tutorial. Just in the front. Oh.
Use the lip of the pan.
Use the lip of the pan.
Come on back.
Yeah, that's exactly what I did.
Yeah.
Oh.
There you go. And yeah,
Didn't happen.
That's usually for the dog or the chef. Yeah, that's gonna be a little hot.
That was not the smart move here. But keep going.
Okay. Yeah. Well, we're gonna throw some chicken in now, right? Because we get some protein.
Yeah. Beautiful. Oh wow. Hey, how
So
you
about
doing?
10 ounces of chicken. Yep, you can mix that all around. That'd be great. And then, just as that starts to cook up, we're gonna create our sauce, and we're gonna toss the pasta in at the end, so that way we can get everything kind of nice and creamy.
Yeah.
And then head on in with the pasta.
Beautiful. And don't mind me if you're new to the channel as well. One of us is a professional here, and it's not me. But we like to have fun. And again, coming up soon as we get this pasta done, we're going to answer a few of the questions to start. I saw something again around the Orioles managerial situation. Talk about that. Then I really do want to talk about the Orion Kirk-Green situation from last night with the Phillies. And then, yes, it is foosball season. Will the Ravens win on Sunday? The answer is we don't know, but you don't feel great after what happened last week. So we will see what happens. But did you sprinkle some Old Bay on there?
No. So some Creole seasoning, some Cajun seasoning, and some salt and pepper.
Oh, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. So this will give it a little bit of kick. The peppers that are in there, green peppers and red peppers don't really give a lot of heat.
Yeah.
Not like jalapenos or habaneros or anything like that. So this is one of those, a mild pepper, but this is the dish that anyone can cook at home. It's just, a quick 5-10 minutes in a pan. If you want to impress someone that you want to bring over for dinner.
Yeah, date night. Hey, it's Friday night. And you want to impress. You can be like, hey, you know what? Reservations, they're all booked, but I got something in store.
A nice bottle of Chianti.
Chianti, is that the wine?
That's
is that red?
That's wine.
Is that red wine?
That's a red wine. Yeah.
Is that Italian Chianti or is that
definitely Chianti? Yeah.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, it's a red wine. So
we'll have some Chianti while I show you how to make my famous Rasta pasta.
That's
right
it.
Beautiful.
Or like a bottle or a can of Red Stripe too. This has got that kind of Rasta feel.
Like, are we talking about like Red Stripe? That's commercials that have hooray beer.
Yeah, Rasta. That's where the Rasta comes from. This is like a Caribbean kind of islands kind of a feel for it.
Yeah.
So that's where the name comes from. The name alone sold me when we decided that we were going to do this. This isn't our dish. This is just a take on Rasta pasta, but they're all pretty similar.
The aroma in here is delightful.
It smells good, right?
It's delightful.
Go ahead and give that another quick toss, and then we're going to add some heavy cream and some chicken stock, but we'll wait until you get that kind of cooked and moving around.
Is it best this angle, this angle?
I mean, the fact that you're calling up your own camera cues is impressive as hell.
Yeah, you know what? We're doing it all here. And Zach said the studio burning down currently is set at 250.
Okay.
Minus 250.
Minus
I'm like, that's a
250.
little bold.
Yeah.
Oh.
Front lip.
Breathe, Ryan. Breathe.
You know, I brought right-handed pans. Maybe that's what it is.
That's exactly. See, bring the lefties next time.
All right. I saw some air there. That was the best one yet. Yep.
Oh.
Yep. That was it. Well done. Clip that.
We're back. I mean, if you want to do a couple real quickly too to help with that. Oh yeah, throw it. Yeah. All right, so we're gonna go heavy cream going in, and while the heavy cream is going in, do you want me to mix it around real quickly? Yeah, you can. Okay, perfect. So let me mix it around and let me talk a little bit about the first question that I saw on here. It wasn't a question, more of a statement on Facebook because I see you guys on Facebook. How you doing? We need Uncle Bill, my Uncle Bill Ripken, to manage the team. I don't think that is going to be the option this year for the Baltimore Orioles.
I don't think so.
However, people have asked about where is this direction going. The Orioles haven't interviewed anybody yet besides Tony Manzolino. And what I have heard so far is they're going to do their due diligence. There are teams still in the playoffs. But whether people like this or not, Tony Manzolino, there's a legit shot I believe he will be the manager. And the reason why is going back to the three options here: veteran manager, up-and-coming manager, or stay with the guy that you believe you have continuity with. The reason why I hesitate on the veteran manager is not because I don't think that that would be good for the team. The problem is I don't think that that's going to mesh with the front office, especially in sports nowadays. And if you guys were watching the live show yesterday, we talked about the Yankees, and Derek Jeter and A-Rod just eviscerated the Yankees front office. But then Jeter, even though he said, he goes, I have no knowledge or direct source to say this is true, but I don't believe Aaron Boone's the only one calling the shots in the dugout, which I do believe that, by the way. The front office is way more involved in all aspects of the game, more than it was a few years ago, like, you know, even a decade ago, even 5 years ago. So the up-and-coming manager, you got to feel that he connects with the players. That's the one concern. I think that's what Tony Manzolino has working in his favor. Players on the Orioles will go to bat for him. They really like him. You guys might not know this, but he does call out people a lot behind the scenes. Yeah, you go ahead and knock that out here while we added the pasta. So that's where it stands. But I think above all for the Baltimore Orioles, how they play the game has to change. If you guys have been watching the playoffs, the Toronto Blue Jays just opened up a can of essentially whoop ass, right? They were great. They had 7 guys hit over 300 in the series. They had 18 two-strike hits in the series. That's incredible, right? Yankees had 1 guy hit above 230 that had 18 or more at bats in the postseason. That was Aaron Judge. So the style of play and executing and taking advantage of situations, that is what's going to have you move on to the next round. And for the Orioles, they need to get back to play good defense, pitch, and above all, be better in situations if they're going to want to compete. And that's regardless of who your manager is going to be.
Is it a philosophical thing? So who sets the philosophy? Does that come from the front office and the manager executes that philosophy, or is it set the other way, or is it just dependent on who's in charge?
I mean, I think the philosophy comes from the organization itself. Like how you develop guys is so important. And then the manager can have a philosophy on how he manages. But at the end of the day, your team, where I feel like the disconnect for the Orioles was last year, the philosophy is 2 strikes, don't give up power. Extra base hits still matter. And they do. I mean, look, who doesn't love a home run or a double or triple? That's sexy, right? Like people love that. That's what gets the people going. But what wins games is
I like the reference. Yeah.
Is a 64-mile-an-hour jam shot with 2 strikes that bloops over for a hit, or a ball that Vlad Guerrero Jr. did it in Game 4, 2 strikes, ball hit down the line for a single for him, but it scored the first run of the game, and that was him just getting the bat out there and making it happen. Now, earlier in the series, they move that line across, and then what did Vladdy do? Yeah, he had the big old, hey, how you doing, granny, and hit the grand slam. So those moments can matter, but you're going to see so far in the postseason, the big moments have been from a team making a mistake or a team cashing in, and usually it's a 2-out hit, 2-strike hit, making something happen, and the other team didn't capitalize when they had the opportunity. So while we had all that done, the Rasta pasta is complete. Done. This is why we're back. And if you are new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. The Ryan Ripken Show, we are normally live every Monday and Thursday and Sunday mornings. Get up with us on Sunday or football Sundays. We're having a good time. Thank you very much. But for this case, we're also going to be live on some Fridays, a little bit of happy hour, a little bit of, hey, let's start this weekend off right. And if you're feeling hungry in the Maryland region, we'll go to the Iron Rooster to have some brunch. Or if you just want to learn how to impress a date on a Friday night, here you go. So Rasta pasta.
Check it out.
Let me see if I can get a good angle here. Yeah. It looks really good. You seem like you're content.
That's a good pasta. You did a good job.
Have a day, have a night, have a bite, folks.
Yeah. That's
did
good, right? A little spice. Right? It's got like a nice mix of flavors.
The right amount of kick.
Yep. Rasta pasta. Look it up.
Oh.
Easy enough.
Oh, shirts and pants. Can't wait to tell. Hey, Jamie, why don't you take the night off from cooking? I know Jamie loves to cook.
Yeah.
Hey, let me wow you here. Let me woo you. Let's get some. I got this great pasta dish.
Yeah.
That we're gonna make, and we're gonna get some of that wine, the Chianti.
Well, when's the last time or first time you've cooked for Jamie?
Okay, it's something stuck in my teeth. That wasn't like a pause.
Okay, seemed like a pause.
Okay, so no, I will cook up some steaks.
Okay.
I obviously will have some salmon. I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago I did.
Oh wow.
But when I come home late, you know what? I guess now technically being the wife now, you know, she's been doing it the entire time, but these late nights doing the shows,
yeah,
you'd have a nice meal prepared for me. So I didn't have the chance to reciprocate.
Okay.
You know?
But
now I do.
Now you do. Now you've got something that you can. Should we go? Well, you keep eating that. Should we go to cinnamon roll pancakes? Should we try that?
I'm kind of feeling some cinnamon roll.
Yeah, that'd be the nice dessert.
Wow.
And tell Zach we poured a little bit out for him, so there's a little bit there if he comes back.
No.
Take it all.
No, we're gonna take it all. You're not here, you don't get to enjoy it. You know that's our philosophy here at the Ryan Ripken Show. You don't like it, play better. To finish with the baseball conversations, I did want to talk about, I just said about mistakes. What happened yesterday in the Dodgers game, Dodgers-Phillies, that game was amazing. It was entertaining, pitchers duel. You could feel the intensity in the stadium. It was electric. And it came down, bases juiced, 2 outs, Kerkering on the mound, gets the result that he wants. Ball hit right back to him, broken bat. And if you're a Philadelphia fan, it was a rough day in general, but Phillies fan specifically, Kerkering bobbles it, tries to throw home instead of going to first. Ball gets sailed, and that is that's it. That's all she wrote.
Take us inside that. Did they have a discussion beforehand? Before that batter, this is where we're going. This is what we're doing. Did that happen? Do you know?
So they won't have necessarily the discussion on that one,
okay,
right? Because it's already what you've practiced. You know you're going to first base.
Okay.
And in that moment too, you could see the pitcher was saying, hey, we're going to first base. I mean, in hindsight, could you have reminded him, hey, we're doing this, especially with a young pitcher? Yeah, maybe in the future, any young pitcher you can say out loud, hey, going to first. But also it's a great reminder that we're human in the moment. And I can guarantee you in pitchers fielding practice, PFPs is what it's called, he's made that play 10 times out of 10. But the difference right now is biggest moment of your career, bases juiced. You make a mistake, your season is over. The stakes are high. You got, 50,000 people in that stadium screaming and yelling. And you had a moment or two of panic, and you got sped up. And everything that you knew how to do, that one little bit of time disrupted everything. And I hate it for him. But I love his answer after. I want to talk a little bit more after. But here was Kirk Green after the game talking about that whole situation.
A little quicker throw than trying to cross body the Bryce. So just more shit throw.
Yeah. Did you hear them telling you to go to first at all, or were you just in the moment that it wasn't even?
Just in the moment.
Yeah.
Can you see JT pointing in that moment, or is it just kind of looking up?
Just kind of looking up, just be ready to go.
I mean, a lot of guys that remember you, Nick, was one of the first ones there. Just what do the guys say to you in that moment?
Just keep your head up. It's a honest mistake. Just it's baseball. Shit happens, and just keep your head up. You'll be good for a long time to come. It's not my fault. Then just had opportunities to score. Just keep your head up.
In conversation with Rob too, what did he say? What does that sort of mean to you? Told all those guys picking you up so quick.
It means a lot. It shows they care a lot. Just means everything for sure.
I'm sure a lot of guys in here have had moments early in their career that, they can kind of remember very vividly. How much do you think you can use this kind of in the off season to for good?
For sure. Yeah, the wall with a tennis ball for sure. But yeah, just kind of keep going with it. Hopefully it started a long career. Just keep back in my head of this really fucking sucks right now, but hopefully keep pushing and get over this hump. Keep pushing.
So I was so impressed by him. And it hurt me, Kyle. Last night I was watching it. Jamie was watching some show, and I just yelled out like, ah, like, oh no. Like, I think I said, oh no. Then I went, ah, then, oh man. Oh no.
Did you know when he threw it?
Oh, I knew as soon as I saw his decision that he was going to throw home, that was it. And then watching it all unfold. But the hardest part for me is when he looked over to first and he has his head down. And then I love the fact his manager grabbed him before coming in, Rob Thompson. And Rob said after, just saying, this happens. We win as a team, we lose as a team type of situation. And it sucks. That's a moment right there. I wish the honest answer we could say for everyone, you go, hey, you move forward and you'll forget all about that. He'll never forget that.
No.
I was on 105.7 The Fan earlier today, and I retold a story from when I was in Aberdeen. Short season at the time for the Orioles organization. Now now they're no longer with the Orioles affiliation after the season. But it was short season. We're playing a game. We're up 1 run, second and third, 2 outs in the 9th. There's a ball hit to my right at first base where I have to spin around and make a nice throw, and that'd be the end of the inning. It'd be the end of the game. And I've practiced this play over and over and over again. I make the play almost, I think, every single time. When I say like almost, it's just my throws are almost even perfect. That's what I meant. Sometimes I might have a little bit off, but it's still in the vicinity. I complete the play every single time. And in that instant, I remember I went maybe a little bit further than I usually do. And I had this sensation or this thought of, do I have enough time? Because I went a little bit further. And I went to spin, and I saw the pitcher, and my routine was a little bit off, and I airmailed it over the pitcher's head. Tying run scored, go ahead run scores. We end up losing the game. And I still remember that play to this day, and it was not the magnitude of that situation where Phillies fans are going to continue to go back to that no matter what. Because I'll ask people in the chat, let me know what moment you remember as a kid, as a fan, even if your team went on to win. I just saw that Chris is saying, tell that to Billy Buckner. The Red Sox have won World Series, and people are still talking about that play.
I mean, over the course of even last year, Judge, right? Judge had in the World
In the
Series.
fifth inning.
Yep.
People are still going to talk about it.
Yep. And they say you'll never forget it, but what do you got to do, especially in that mindset? You got to move on, as hard as it may be. Don't let that define you.
Mm-hmm.
And Bill Buckner, as years went on, right, could make fun of himself for it. I saw him on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He had jokes about it. So he kind of gave that moment its due and then moved on from it.
Oh, yeah. We talked earlier. I brought it up to Bob Haney on the air. I said, Bob, you remember 96 Yankees Orioles, Jeffrey Mayer? And then he went just full on rage towards the umpire. I go, you just proved my point right. You don't forget those moments.
Right.
Players won't either.
No.
Billy Cundiff missing the kick for the Ravens. The Ravens won the Super Bowl the next year, but do people still talk about the missed kick?
Scott Norwood, the Bills.
The Bills, right?
In the Super Bowl.
It's still talked about. All those moments are going to be still talked about in the history because that's what it is. It is history.
Yep. Talk about those pancakes real quick.
Yeah, I wanted to, time out. How did you – are you kidding me?
So cinnamon roll pancakes should be on every breakfast place's menu. I'm here to advocate for this. They are so good. So we do a brown sugar cinnamon sauce. While the pancakes are cooking, we drizzle that in and then top it with some cheesecake frosting, a little bit of maple bourbon butter, and then some candied pecans. And that is dessert on a plate.
How am I supposed to chip with this going on, Kyle?
Yeah, that's
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
That was we got a good zoom in there.
Yeah.
So this is just on the menu now.
Just started Monday. Cinnamon roll pancakes. Rasta pasta. Rasta pasta is down in College Park. We're doing meal deals. I don't know if you saw my deals video, but yeah, we're doing something cool down in College Park. We're just giving it a try, see how it works. But basically, for 5 or 6 entrees that we have, you come in, order the entree, and you get a Caesar salad, garlic rolls, and a free beverage, either non-alcoholic or a draft beer. And yeah, we're going to try that out for dinner down there and see how that works. But yeah, this is on the menu, but the Rasta pasta is down there for dinner time as well. But Rasta pasta can be made whenever and wherever you are. But cinnamon roll pancakes are definitely.
I got such a good zoom in of this one.
Yeah.
This is, may I?
You may.
Am I allowed?
You have to.
I have to.
Yeah.
I have to.
You have to. I don't think I've ever made pancakes here before. So this was and then maple,
you also
maple
made it
bourbon
in like
butter.
2 seconds.
Yeah, well, it went even faster than I thought. It was between that clip.
Yeah, I know. I was rocking. Well, and then I can talk with the best of them. Okay, hey, Have a day, have a night, have a bite.
Winner.
And this wasn't on the menu. Why was this never on the menu?
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why I didn't do it before.
Yeah, why didn't you think about this from the beginning?
But we started messing around with it a couple of weeks ago before the new menu came out, and anyone that tried it said the exact same thing. Why was this not on the menu before? It's like everything, right? And fall, we're getting into fall. Pumpkin cheesecake roost tarts on the menu now.
I'm sorry, I didn't even hear what you said.
Good. That's okay.
You said something about the fall and
pumpkin cheesecake roost tarts. Yeah, that's it. So those are out now. Yes, for those of you in your pumpkin feels, we've got that ready for you. We'll move into s'mores at some point here in the next month. S'mores roost tarts. Probably get into Reese's peanut butter at some point in the fall. Then we go to apple, maybe Christmas cookie. What's your fall? You have a fall thing you go to, or you like
this?
Yeah.
I don't know what I can't. I cannot think about anything else but this.
And you're not really a pancake guy.
Oh,
right?
I know. I love pancakes.
Yeah.
I know. I know when you look at this.
Yeah.
This
physique.
Greek god physique.
Yeah.
You're like, this guy
refrains from anything sugary.
Yeah. However, not the case.
No.
But yeah, I really can't think of other options. This is that stinking good. And I can't think of anything that I haven't liked on the menu at all, but I can't even remember what else I had. Like I can't even remember the pasta.
Yeah, we've already moved on.
We're
from
already
the
moved
pasta.
on.
Yeah. So if you really want to impress your date, right? For dinner, Rasta pasta, little Chianti, and then for dessert, you whip up some cinnamon roll pancakes. I mean, who's not winning? Good. No, I'm glad you like them. But yeah, come on in and try those. Just started Monday.
Any more? Are they gone?
Yeah, they're gone. I made them and I turned it off. You want me to fire it up again?
No. I mean, no.
We got more pasta too.
Yeah. Yeah. Wow. Good. Bravo to you. Right
Yeah.
there. That was.
So the feud's over, right? We can officially say.
Feud's over.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, good. I don't know what it was about, but
I don't know what it was about either.
I feel good coming back.
But people were sitting there going, damn, is Kyle ever going to come back?
Yeah, I was, it's all about timing. And you'd been busy. I'd been busy, but I'm glad to be back. I got some food for you to go to. You can eat it on the helicopter ride home if you need to.
I might. You know what? But if you guys, seriously, it's out now. The pancakes are out now. The Rasta pasta, well, maybe that'll make its way to the menu.
Yeah, it's on in College Park for sure. So if you're down in College Park,
part of deals.
Part of deals for sure. And then if you're down there for supper, come on in.
I really want to show that to everybody. Is that on X by chance?
Might be on X.
Oh, the people need to see
my attempt at used car salesman's ad.
Deals.
Well, as a content creator, sometimes you're just looking for something to move the needle. That one seemed to do pretty well.
Where is deals? That is an all-time commercial right there. Oh, man. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'll give that a retweet.
Yeah.
Looking good. And get that notification yet. If you guys haven't seen deals at college, oh, there it is. Okay, we're going to have to play this. So people can understand what's going on, but also we can have a little review.
Okay.
That's all.
Well, I won't quit my day job. I'm here.
I'm just surprised I'm surprised that you didn't want me to come down and like be an extra
to
eat the food. That's really all I want.
I really had the Jonathan Ogden, Ray Lewis, Eastern Motors idea in my head.
Oh, you did?
We got to this.
And we got there instead.
Here
we go. Here's Kyle on the deals down in College Park.
Commercial debut.
Deals. You spoke, we listened. Introducing Dave's Meal Deals, only available at Iron Rooster in College Park. So Dave's Meal Deals lets you customize your own dinner. You can get chicken tenders, chicken wings, catfish, a New York strip, or fried chicken and mac and cheese. Each entree comes with your choice of potato or rice. Every entree comes with a Caesar salad and garlic rolls, and the last decision you have to make is whether or not you want a non-alcoholic beverage or an ice-cold beer from Jailbreak Brewing Company in Laurel, Maryland. I'm having a beer. There you have it. Dave's Meal Deals, only available at Iron Rooster College Park, starting at 3 p.m. Sunday through Thursday. Come on down and try our deals.
I love it.
Brought back the spatula microphone too.
Yeah, see, that's an iconic thing.
Yeah,
that's gonna have to be put in the Hall of Fame at some point.
To the museum. I had to apologize to a couple of people because they were just doing something on X or Instagram, and then all of a sudden my voice comes on. They didn't know where it was coming from, and they're like deals, and so I had to apologize that it should come with a disclaimer. I'm going to be yelling on your mobile device. Deals. So
people are
sorry in advance.
It's got it down there, Karen. That's right. Deals.
Yeah.
Who is Dave? That's what. Is there Dave? Do you want to explain the meaning behind Dave's Deals?
Dave's a longtime employee of Iron Rooster who has been integral in a lot of the things that we do, and thought, why not give him what the kids say, flowers, and name Dave's Meal Deals after Dave. So
you move around a lot. I feel like if there's another person that moves around just as much, I swear, everywhere that I end up and you're not there, he's there.
He's there. Yeah, for sure. And he listens religiously, not only on this show, but he hears you on 105.7. Always gives me feedback. But yeah, so I thought,
he gives me feedback too.
Yeah, he loves the show. So I thought, you know what, we'll name something after him. He seemed to be excited. Tried to get him in the video. He's not real.
We got to work on that. See, yeah, Dave. It's Dave's deals.
It's Dave's meal deals. Yeah,
Dave's meal deals. So we need Dave in the video.
Yeah.
It's only fitting.
So something fun to do. And we want, our big thing is always about value, right? And how can you get hopefully more for less? So in this sense, we wanted to give you a bunch of food, for a little less of a price than maybe going out to eat. I know, the way times are now with everything costing more, we thought, well, here's a good option for people to come in for dinner down in College Park. So if you guys love it, then we'll do more of it. And I could see even doing it for breakfast and lunch too, if it works out. So come on down, College Park, Iron Rooster.
Deals.
And get a deal. Yeah.
Deals.
Yeah, definitely get a deal.
You know what? It's good eating. It is good eating right there. And shout out Dave. Shout out you for always trying to think of different ways to help, right? I mean, I think all of us can relate to it. Whenever you do something, you always want to feel like there's value, right? Like, what's the value to the person you're trying to do it for? The consumer. If we're going to go back to like a business class, right? Is that business? Yeah, business.
Yep.
Consumer. What does the consumer want?
Yeah.
Consumer wants things that, for you guys, taste really damn good, check mark. And can we make it more affordable so you can enjoy those things?
Yeah. I mean,
check.
Our goal is to really, we want you to come in every day and, whether or not that's feasible, but we want it to be affordable when you do. And you'll make those decisions and tell your friends and family. So yeah, that's the idea. That's hopefully any businesses out there isn't trying to rip anybody off, but in our case, we really try to provide value, give you more food than maybe expected, something to take home, right? Eat on the plane, eat for lunch, eat for dinner.
With a little Chianti.
It's a little Chianti.
Is it Chianti?
I don't know what that signal is.
Chianti.
But I feel like it's this.
Chianti.
Yeah, that's it.
Chianti.
Yeah.
What
Cue the Tarantella.
Yeah, and bucatini.
Bucatini
That's
pasta.
the type. I like that. I like the bucatini pasta.
Yeah. That's good to know. I'll bring that in next time.
It's a terrible accent by me.
Is that where you were going?
I don't know. Is it in the middle there?
Yeah, I was close.
I was looking at this different camera angle right now. So when I do the selfie videos on Instagram, I had some random people recently when I've done the reaction to like the Kirkering video to the playoffs, the Blue Jays, and one of the guys' comments was, damn, your hairline, your hair is holding on for dear life. And I'm like, hey, damn, buddy. I mean, when we look this way, there's hair here. Like, there's quite a bit. The problem is, the hairline.
Say it to my face.
Yeah, it's just rising up. It's okay though. We're working on it.
When you post those videos, how many times do you watch them before you hit post?
Well, I've messed up quite a few.
Yeah.
I learned that if I get to like 10 mess ups, then I'm just gonna throw my phone out the window and then we're gonna call it a day.
Okay. So after 10, if something's got to 10 that you don't ever see it, right? You're like,
I'm like,
delete.
It's this much time for me to do this.
Yeah.
Now, if I really mess up, I'll redo it. Now I'm like, okay, just do this.
Okay.
Just do it.
And you watch it once, just make sure that it's clear and
I probably end up watching it like 2 or 3 times,
okay.
like just by habit. Like even when I'm editing or putting it out on Instagram, I'm like, did the right video download?
Yeah.
Do I sound right here?
And how much do you pick it apart about yourself?
I mean, I stopped caring about the physical part as much.
Yeah.
But again, when Greek God physique, not much to really
until
worry
Bob
about.
from Dundalk comments about your.
And then until Bob from Dundalk comments. You guys ship Roost Hearts, but you guys ship other food?
Well,
Eddie's asking.
Oh, Eddie. The hard part of shipping other food is keeping it fresh. The Roost Hearts typically can hold for a couple of days. So, if you're within driving distance, usually we can probably get it out there, but it's a lot harder. Keep things on ice when I've sent stuff down, tarts. You know, down to Florida, sent some tarts down there. Those carry well. Plus, you can package them. That's the hard part. But if you got an idea, Eddie, send it to us. Shoot us an email if you're looking for something specific. We'll always try to work with you.
Yeah.
I'm a fan of this show for sure.
Hey, people like that. The Roost tarts, we've seen it at weddings. We've seen Roost tarts at weddings.
Yeah. I think they should be at every wedding.
Well. I agree.
Yeah.
The Baumans agree as well.
They do.
Going through a couple things. Chris, when are we going to Charlestown? Up at Hollywood Casino in Charlestown, races in West Virginia. Will probably be in December. I think that December-ish, maybe right going to the playoffs for base. Or
beautiful time in West Virginia in the summer.
Yeah, playoffs. Well, in the summer, Charlestown, West Virginia, it's going to be cold here.
No, you said December.
Yeah, you said the summer, right? Did you say
No,
December?
I said beautiful time in West Virginia.
Sorry, my hearing's still off from the pancakes. They're still unbelievable. Justin, about the little baseball thought about closer. Who would you pick as a closer next year of the options who will actually be available? I really have to dive more into who is going to be fully available, just because it's a position that's so needed, it's so important, and yet it's hard to identify unless there's like one or two guys that really stand out. So, like, for instance, why the Phillies went and got Duran, the dude throws fuzz balls, and like he's a guy could be put at the end of the in the bullpen. And then there are some guys that you don't expect that could pop out of nowhere and be in a great rhythm. But typically, like, you don't want this bullpen by committee. We've seen that it hasn't worked out.
No.
Kimbrel, which, when he was on for the time he was in Baltimore a couple of years ago, he was great. And then he wasn't. And then it's like, damn. And so I just would have to really look at what those options would be available.
Did you finish up on the manager? Did you get that?
I just think the manager part.
What would you like to see? What would be you want to see a veteran?
I just think
Davey Martinez kind of
I think a guy that's been around always helps, and especially if you have a guy that's a proven winner. But I was having this conversation earlier, so let's just play this out. You guys want a veteran manager. Let's just say it's a guy like Bruce Bochy. Does Bruce Bochy going to get the autonomy to do what he wants to do in Baltimore? I don't know. Is he going to connect with the players in Baltimore? I don't know. And those two things, especially number one, makes it a little bit more of a problem, because I do think it still stems back to philosophically, how do you play the game? Like when the Padres really struggled, and I think Bob Melvin was the manager there, and they moved on from him.
Yep.
And then he went to the 49ers, Giants, wrong San Francisco team.
That would have been an interesting choice.
It really would have been an interesting hire and choice there. But Bob's a veteran manager that had a lot of success with the A's. The fit wasn't as good with the Padres. And then he goes to the Giants, where then the fit wasn't as good as the other two spots. Is it because Bob's a bad manager, or that something didn't connect along the lines? Was it roster? Was it construction? Was it the way that he managed that group? So,
well, with the roster that you currently see, what kind of philosophy would you advise they play?
What style? Sorry.
Yeah.
What style I want the Orioles to play?
Yeah. What would be, based on what you know about the roster and what they have? Because it's interesting to think, football is different, right? There's an offensive philosophy and a defensive philosophy, and you build your team around that. But baseball always just seems to be kind of but you're saying that's not the case. There is a specific type of philosophy.
I just think it's like your hitting philosophies. Like what the Orioles in 2023 were a great comeback team. They were good in situational hitting. They were a top 5 defensive team.
Okay.
They regressed in all those categories in the last 2 years. Last year, they were not a great defensive team numbers wise. They were not a great situational team execution wise. And then hitting wise, the amount of strikeouts with that style, like I'd use New York as that example. The Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, the nickname, long ball, playing in New York. Like that's one of their philosophies. Hit the ball out of the ballpark. Now the Yankees had better pitching than the Orioles, But in the postseason, it brought him down. But in the regular season, it worked because they had guys that then came through that way. The Orioles didn't have a guy hit over 20 home runs, if I'm not losing my mind this year. So that doesn't work. And for the Orioles, you got to find out which player – you got to figure out what I'm saying philosophy is like, what do you need from that player? Like that was the thing when I go back to Colton Cowser and people get on him all the time. One, he's a great dude. I personally think that the Orioles wanted him to be such a power hitter that people wouldn't believe me when I say he never used to strike out.
Right.
He didn't. He had the top 3 or top 5 lowest strikeout rate of all draft prospects coming out of his year, out of the entire class. And you're telling me all of a sudden that the pitching got that much better where you don't do that? No, the biggest thing was the home run numbers spiked. And he sacrificed more of the average for more of the power. And I think that's come to fruition more. And now you're a little bit more domed up on how do I get back to that?
That's coaching then? That's philosophy? So let's use a basketball example. The Celtics, right? The Celtics are a big 3-point shooting team.
Yep.
So you're living and dying by the 3-pointer.
Yep.
If you're not hitting, you're probably going to lose that game.
Yep.
In baseball, it's the same kind of a thing. Let's say with the Yankees, if they're not hitting home runs, then chances are keeping something close is not going to be their strength.
I think whatever your team identity needs to be, the philosophy of what you want to be has to match what your team identity is going to be.
Gotcha.
And so, like, let's go through the Guardians who made the comeback. The Guardians, scrappy. Stephen Kwan and whoever else get on base. Jose Ramirez, be the guy.
Yeah.
Like that, people know their roles with that team. Scratch and claw. And if you talk to Stephen Vogt, the manager, he goes, I don't care how we do it. We have to win. So we're going to bunt at times. We're going to have, we're going to be great on the base pass. There's an error and we're pushing the envelope for them to make a throw that happened in the playoffs this year. Like different ways to win games.
I like that philosophy, just whatever it takes to win.
Whatever it takes to win. But I think for some cases, if you go back to the postseason, it's not just Baltimore, but the teams that win are the ones that execute in the moment. So, like for the Phillies, they had one of the top batting averages. Their stars didn't hit, and no role player came up big enough in this series against the Dodgers. That's why they're going home. But their pitching did well enough to win. They just didn't have their guys come through. The Yankees, Aaron Judge hits 500. Every other starter that had 18 at-bats or more hit below 230. And shout out Ariel Epstein for that stat. That's how I looked at it. Then I dove in more. Anthony Volpe had 26 at-bats and struck out 16 times. Wow. And if you go back to the Orioles case, when everyone was worried about the pitching in 2024 down the stretch, everyone's getting hurt. They don't have enough to break through to the next round. Ironically, the pitching is what actually held up in those 2 games against Kansas City. What didn't was bases juiced, no outs, and you had your best RBI guy in Santander up, Colton Cowser, potential rookie of the year, and Adley Rutschman, your catcher, who had been a stable force, and he had some struggles down the stretch, but you had 3 guys up that you probably felt comfortable could have done something. And you got nothing. In the game before that, you had all the opportunities, and the one that won was a Bobby Witt Jr. base hit up the middle, not a double, not a homer, whatever it was. Little knock, and that was a difference. Like that, it's those moments. And I think for the Orioles, how they prepare those guys to be ready when they're called upon. I think the young guys, you could tell there was a lot of, I'm trying to figure it out. And I don't mean this in a bad way. I think that they're programmed as the same hitter when they're not the same players. I think that's how I look at it.
Does it take a different type of manager to coach younger guys versus a veteran crew? So like a Buck, big fans of Buck.
Buck Britton?
No, Buck Showalter.
Buck Showalter. Well, so Showalter, different guy. Buck just had a good pulse on being around with guys. That's why he had success everywhere that he went. He managed the bullpen really well.
Okay.
That was another thing. Managed the bullpen very well. I don't know if it's necessarily saying it's one specific coach can help with the younger players. There are some that can be like developmental. But I think the bigger part of it is having guys understand what they need to do. But your manager during the season, it's hard to change all of that with your guys in season. So that's why I love the idea of establishing what we expect from you going into the year.
But the front office and the on-field guys got to get along.
That's a huge part of it. Has to.
Or else you're the Yankees.
Unless you're the Yankees, like there's so many things that could go on there. And I could talk for days on it, but I just think here's my example. I think the philosophy for some of the hitters, Kobe Mayo's how it's viewed, Kobe Mayo and Jackson Holiday, their approaches, I don't know their exact approaches, but I think for all the hitters 1 through 9, it's, well, we all believe we can hit the ball to the ballpark. Don't give up power with 2 strikes. That to me doesn't work. If you're hot, it works all the time. But when you're not, and usually in baseball you're not, you got to find a way to scrap. Here's the perfect example. The Dodgers game, Yamamoto is 1 out away from a no-hitter. And then Jackson hits the home run. They're still down 2. But how did they win the game? It wasn't that they hit another home run. Scrap. It was Jackson's scratching and clawing in at bat. You work some walks. And then Emmanuel Rivera hits one off the end of the bat that drops over. And when you do those little things right, you have a chance to get luckier. And I think that's the part for the Orioles that they did really well back in 2023, but they got away from that.
Do you think losing some of those roster spots, the Santanders and the...
Yeah, I mean, but I think it definitely hurts. When you're behind every game too, it hurts as well. Like pitching first priority, second offensive philosophy to get guys going again. And then if you can do both those things, they're going to win a lot of games. They should be right back in it. But for me, a manager can say this is what we need to do, but a manager is also not going to overstep what the hitting coaches are doing, what the front office is saying. That's why when guys go into an offseason, when I say don't sleep on a guy to have a bounce back year, they're going to take the whole offseason to work on what they need to work on. Like this is the time to really focus on them. And then you go into spring training, you try it. And then the regular season is you're battling, you're grinding. So that's how I look at it on that sense. So I'll say for a veteran, I can't see in my mind how a veteran the Orioles would select a veteran manager. Joe Madden is probably the only one that I think for his like persona, but you know who's was his disciple was Brandon Hyde. Mm-hmm. So I don't see that happening. Flaherty's interesting. Ryan Flaherty, bench coach for the Cubs. I just have a hard time. I really think they're going to go with the continuity play. That's like, if I was going to say final answer, I think Tony Manzolino is going to be the manager in 2026.
Wow.
That's my
clip that.
That's my final answer. Clip it. Clipping. Hey, and you guys, well, not clip, but remember this. Hit that like and subscribe button. We're live every Monday, Thursday, Friday, sometimes. And on Sunday, get up with us on Sunday as we get ready for football Sunday.
How's the Sunday show been?
It's been good.
Good.
We've been having a good time.
I picked up a little bit of that show last Sunday. I was laughing.
Yeah, we need, I don't know if he's still on here, but British Raven, Nick, Kyle thinks you're hysterical.
British Raven, yes. I thought he was great. If you're ever around here, British Raven, Nick, I would love to meet you, buy you some cinnamon roll pancakes.
He did have a comment in here. I think I missed it. He also said with your spatula microphone, the microphone was the real winner in that video.
Yeah, well, anytime the spatch mic is in there, yes. Yes. I did see from Shekel, you said about, as I know, the connection out there going out way west, but Eloy Gilman had some ties going out way west. And Eloy Gilman now is the new safety for the Baltimore Ravens. And I'll tell you what, a lot of praise from Sean Merriman, who covers the Chargers, played for the Chargers, and so on. If you missed that show yesterday, here's a clip of the brand new Raven and how Sean Merriman thinks that the Ravens are getting a high-impact guy off the jump.
explain to fans out there what the Ravens are getting, you know, as the person you've seen him out there and also as the player.
With Gilman?
Yeah.
I mean, dude, he's an impact player. He's going to get on the field and perform for them right now. And you're gonna see his presence on the field like right away. He's a guy that's physical, as being back there in the secondary. He can come up in the box and make crucial tackles. And he's somebody you got to account for because he's a playmaker. So I think the Ravens should be extremely happy with getting him. I was more looking at it from the Chargers standpoint because he's one of the guys. Like, he was one of the guys that, for one, and I was talking to Derwin James about him before the season started. We're talking about the secondary and all that stuff. He got a lot of praise within that building, not just in the front office, but in that building. Guys really love to play with him. So I was more trying to, scratching my head the other way. I'm like, I know that Khalil's down for a few more weeks, but Thule's out there doing his thing. But Gilman is somebody who you look to be with your franchise for a long period of time. So I was looking the other way around.
So right there, Sean was saying he was more shocked that the Chargers made that move because of how he felt the value Gilman brought to their team. And yeah, they're banged up in the pass rush out there for the Chargers with Khalil Mack down. But Gilman was that respected over there, and the Ravens have really tried to help out their secondary. They signed C.J. Gardner-Johnson as well to the practice squad, which makes it seem like he will make his debut upcoming. I didn't see right now where it stands if he will be active come Sunday, but the Ravens put more emphasis on that. And Sean also talked about, and I think Zach just put this clip out actually on the Ryan Ripken page, and it was, let's see, that the Ravens defenders have openly said that they felt like they are close. And probably some people are going like, you think this defense is close? You guys are giving up 1 million points, right? But I think Sean gave a good answer, and I think it's very spot on. But so we'll play this real quickly. We'll react, and then we'll keep moving on. Hey, now, over under 3 seconds. Hey, how you doing?
Real fast, just kind of talking about the Ravens defense specifically right now, and you talked about, they can't stop a nosebleed right now. But in press conferences and interviews, multiple players on the defense have come out and said, we know it doesn't look good, but we're right there. It's just a little thing here and there. Can you kind of describe from what you've seen and maybe from experience what it's like to be on a defense? And do you think this is something the Ravens can fix, defensively, or can get better to where they, are competitive in these games and can stop even just a nosebleed? Or do you think it's maybe further than they say?
So the reason why I can relate to what's going on with the Ravens right now, in 2007, I think we started out 1-3 or something like that. Or we had a slow start. Our general manager, A.J. Smith at the time, called our defense soft and bewildered. Yeah. Right, in the media. And I was pissed. I went up and I said something back, which I shouldn't have said in the media. But that was one of those times I got called up to the office for saying what I said. But you're getting pounded by the media. You're getting pounded by the fans. And as players, we're sitting there and looking like, okay, if this one guy was in the gap, that wouldn't have been a 22-yard run. We would have had a 2-yard gain, right? So we look at it as we're there. The fans just look at the box scores and see a guy rush for 120 yards. But, it's 1 or 2 guys been outside of a gap for them holding that team to 50 yards. And fans will never see that because that's how we evaluate. We don't evaluate by box scores. We're individual down performers. And so that's what it sounds crazy, like almost an scapegoat or an excuse. But I 100% understand what they're saying is like, hey, a guy just wasn't in the right gap, which allowed this long run or this long pass. So I can relate to that 100% sure.
So it really always feels worse than it actually is when players look, sometimes it actually is as bad as it seems. In other cases, other cases though, when guys say like we look at it, and yes, if you keep making those mistakes and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, you're going to continue to get beat in different ways. But also, if you correct a couple of those things can move in your favor. Like that's the reality of sports, especially in football. You do 10 things right or 10 guys do it right, but one guy doesn't do his job right, and the other team then is able to expose it, whether it's going to be on the ground or someone wasn't where it was supposed to be, the lineman or the running back are going to make you pay. And then on top of it, we've seen it more in the secondary. When someone blows a coverage, it's evident. Like it happens, and you can go, what the heck happened? That just could be one guy. It can be in basketball too. Basketball, you got 5 guys defending, but one guy goes to maybe double when he's not supposed to, leaves a guy wide open. You're sitting there going, everyone else, hey, we didn't need to double. Yeah. Or you lose track of where your guy is, and then he hits you with a little move and he gets open, he gets a shot. That's the point of how team sports work. One guy can be off, and it can have the ripple effect for everyone else.
Yeah. Well, it's injuries too, right? Discipline.
Injuries don't help either.
No, that's hurt them
a lot.
We'll see what this weekend brings. Are you giving your final take yet, or you wait till Sunday?
Final take. I just want to see that it's moving in the right direction. I think the Rams are the better team right now. If we were to see that switch get flipped, I unlike the Texans, I don't think the Rams defense is as scary. It's not. The Texans defense was a top 5 unit. Mm-hmm. This is the quote unquote like most advantageous defense that they're going to face through the first 6 weeks of the season, right? Bills, I think, have a solid unit, which they did very well against. The Browns are a top unit in football, which they did well against. Chiefs, I love Spags as the D coordinator. Lions, same thing. They've been banged up, but that's a tough defense that forces turnovers. And then you just have Houston. So, I mean, the Rams aren't going to be like that. Like, I wouldn't be shocked. It's the fourth quarter and the Ravens are in this game. The only game that the Rams blew out a team, and it wasn't a full blowout, they had to battle with them, was the Titans. So I think this game could be closer if they correct some of those things that they said.
Weather's going to play a factor.
I
this
think
weekend?
that plays in the Ravens' factor. Is if it's a rainy game, then maybe Puka Nacua won't have 400 yards, which he's already had. It felt like. Also, British Raven did say he was going to take a trip to the U.S.
Done. You are my guest, British Raven.
How about that?
Yeah.
He's a good kid. I do, maybe on the way out, because I think we're getting close to wrapping up, but I did want to play this clip from Michael Brockers talking a little bit about the defensive line. So I wanted to tease this clip. Rips Better Kids, you are going to get this exclusive content here upcoming. But I asked Michael Brockers, former Ram, best friends with Aaron Donald, and then former Lion. He was in that Jared Goff Stafford trade. He was the other piece in there. But here's Brockers talking a little bit about the line in a couple of plays. But I want you to hear something when he talks about when in the Chiefs situation.
When you don't have a guy winning quickly, it just, gives them more time to find the open guys. And that's pretty much what you see here. It's on the front side. On the front side, you have a 3 technique in the end. The 3 technique gets doubled. The end maybe gets a little chip, but he's going to get to All-Pro and Panay Sewell. But, on the backside, man, you're expecting one of your guys to win versus these one-on-ones, and they didn't do it, and that's why you get a successful play by the lines.
For the touchdown here to Pacheco.
But that's just communication, man. That's just a what we call a naked boot, or where you just have the running back going to the flat. But it's in the secondary, we don't want to put this on the D line because you're out to play right here. But the secondary, they have to communicate in a situation like that. Yeah. This is what I'm gonna say, and I'm gonna toss my hands up when I say this. When you're rushing a guy like Patrick Mahomes, or you're rushing a Lamar Jackson, or you're rushing a Josh Allen, you have to squeeze the pocket. And I think that's what people have to realize is they don't want to win fast, especially the D line. Like, obviously, you get the one-on-ones, but when you're playing quarterbacks like this that have that mobility and can get out the pocket, you want to condense that pocket on them. You want to make the pocket like a suction cup or something. Like, you don't want him to escape, because if you win fast, that's when they find their running lane, or what we call rush lanes. You win fast, you get on the outside of that tackle, or you get on the inside of that guard, then he has an open seam to run down the middle. or you go inside because you feel like, oh, I can win fast on the inside, then you don't have contained. So it's a little bit of a game when you're playing against these mobile quarterbacks because, we know they can beat you with their feet as well. So you try to condense the pocket on them, but it's tough when you trying to push a grown man that weighs 330, 40 pounds back, and he has all the time in the world. So that's what's crazy playing these new age quarterbacks is, man, sometimes it affects your rush because you don't want to win quickly. Because if you win quickly, they'll know where to escape to.
So those are only some of the plays. And again, channel members, Rip's Better Kids, you'll get that soon. There was some more plays and a great Aaron Donald story that's out there. I always love hearing about the greats. You and I talk about this, Kyle. That's why I love hearing the greats in the brunch and food industry.
Oh yeah, the Hall of Fame.
You can't spell goat without KYLE. So, but the Aaron Donald, the preparation that he had in this, and if you watch his workouts, everyone goes, "Man, this dude just a physical specimen." He works his ass off. He is a physical specimen, but not just physically, mentally. He is looking at every advantage. And I'll just leave that so you guys can enjoy the story that will come out in that Michael Proctor's clip for the Rip's Better Kids. So you guys will see that soon. And I see British Raven, you are back in the membership. Appreciate you coming back. And we changed over our memberships. And we apologize for any inconvenience. So if you were a part of the channel memberships, but then you're wondering why your name's not being lit up green, we just had to change it. So click that join button. We have interviews exclusive that come out. We are going to have our call-ins on Sunday for our channel members. And we are going to get back to the Rip After Dark now that Rip has a ring on his hand.
Oh, I didn't even notice.
You didn't notice that?
That's a nice piece of jewelry you got there.
I picked it out myself.
Yeah.
I did.
Well done.
Yeah. Oh, and then Rick's on. He's back. There he is. And I got to say, Rick, and for some of the other guys in the Fantasy Football League with our channel members, the Holy Shirts and Pants League, not going to lie, Rick, just like the Ravens season, it's been a little we appreciate your participation so far in the league, but it hasn't been a good go for Rick.
No.
No.
What's been Rick's downfall? Injuries?
Well, he did go Joe Burrow, so that didn't help.
Yeah, that'll derail a season.
You know what? I'll take a look at it real quickly.
Not to call you out, Rick, but
we're looking at the squads. Rick, and his team name now is Overrated.
Okay.
Which, you know what? We love when we can admit that.
Did he change his team name, or that's what it is?
Oh, no, he changed his team name to that. Right now, Tom Ryder's in first.
Well done, Tom.
There's a four-way tie for first. Me and Bali are also at 4-1. And then Joe had a great fight story. He won the first two games. I don't know how. Took Bill's defense first and Cam Little, but they were balling out.
Yeah.
Still bold strategy.
Yeah.
And they have lost now 3 straight. And we got a lot of other teams in the mix. But you know what? Fantasy football season's a fun season. It's a good time.
What are we, a quarter of the way through? A little more than a quarter?
Yes, over like in between.
Okay.
Like week 4 would have, it would be 4.5. Week 4.5 would have been it.
Okay. It's a little bit
we're
over.
week 5.
So basically you are who we thought you were.
Yeah. It'll be a third of the way through after this week.
Okay.
So
well, good luck, Rick.
Good luck to everyone right there. And also, I think that's mainly all the things that I got. Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to pass that up again. Joe, maybe you get back in the W column. People, it was a great underdog story. It's like dodgeball, true underdog story. But the fairy tale might need to, get back on track. Might need to get back on the yellow brick road. And British Raven, I see you're going to be headed to London for the official Baltimore Ravens watch along.
Oh,
awesome.
That's cool.
There we go. The Vens in London.
I wonder what the basic feeling around American football is over there. Has British Raven talked about that? Are the people excited? The stadiums look full.
Yeah.
Big game this weekend.
Yeah. Oh, they got is it in London, the Jets and the Broncos?
Mm-hmm.
They played their first game over in Ireland.
Right. That was a good game.
That was a good game.
They said only about 45,000 people in the stands, but that's what the stadium held.
Yeah, I guess so.
Usually more other football type stadiums.
Yeah, I feel like it's like when the Premier League teams come over to play here in the U.S. and like they play it at the bank or somewhere, like that gets packed.
Sure.
Like I guess they did the FIFA Club World Cup.
Okay.
And they did it in New Jersey. That's things we don't even hear about it that much, but it happened here.
Right.
And they played it up at MetLife.
Yep.
And that place was sold out. It was packed.
Sure.
So
it's the largest followed sport in the world.
It is.
Yeah.
In the US, they're good at a lot of sports. Soccer is not one of them on the international stage.
Maybe it's because we call it soccer. You think?
It's probably why. It's probably why. Oh, goodness. Any other thing? Rocking and rolling? Maryland will be busy down there if you guys are down in College Park.
Big game this weekend. Yep.
Nebraska.
This is a Big Ten showdown.
They need it.
They do.
That would have been so good.
Yeah, we were all hoping, but no, we partnered up with a couple of our brand ambassadors down there, which has been exciting to see. Nolan Ray, Daniel Wingate, and Malik Washington, another one of our brand ambassadors. That was a nice pickup for us, and they've been great. I mean, the attitude around this team this year is way different than it's ever been, so it's been great to see.
They need this win though. Malik's excited. They got some defensive pieces. Sean Marin was pumped about it.
Yeah.
And he's going to be back for the Michigan game at the end of November.
Yeah, I'd love to be able to do something with him, especially he's got a coat drive,
Got
right?
the coat drive, yeah.
I would love to be able to help. So, Sean, if you're listening, I'd love to do something with you down there.
Yeah,
sure.
I was texting him, and he said absolutely. So we'll make the connection there.
That'd be great.
And British Raven said the UK games are very unique. You'll have the fans supporting the teams, but other general NFL fans just turn up in their jerseys. It's a very good time and an unforgettable experience. Hell yeah.
How much exposure? Oh, I guess the internet, right? I'm thinking back in the day, you can probably see as much as you want now, but
back in the day, a little bit different.
Yeah.
And I was just also thinking, the Jaguars were playing a game there every single year for a while.
Yeah.
Were there going to be a lot of Jags fans?
Is it Jaguars or Jaguars?
Jaguar. So
Jacksonville Jaguar or Jaguar.
So is it a Quinte?
Chianti. Yeah, but that's a whole different word you were saying.
I know. Well,
the Jaguar.
It's like the same thing. Potato, Jaguar.
How does the
Chianti.
How does the Land Rover Jaguar? Is it Jaguar? I don't know. I'm not here to poke fun.
Chianti.
No, those are two different words.
That's the same word. That's what I got from it. All right. I think we are good. And guys, in the future, we are going to have another happy hour at Liv's Tavern upcoming, and I think in a couple of weeks. And that one, we're going to have ways to have giveaways from our members and partners. Shout out Merit Clubs wants to get involved. Shout out Deep Eddie wants to get involved in that. So you guys stay tuned. Kyle finds different ways for me to give out stuff to you guys, so you can just stay tuned for that next part of it. And Kyle will be back on a more regular run program now.
Yeah, I'll be back next week.
Now that the feud's over.
Yeah, we should do this again. I just wanted to.
Hey, see, it's right there. You see that? We're good.
Yeah,
maybe. Joe was worried. Joe was the one that was actually worried. He's
I mean, my comments were blowing up about this feud.
No.
So I'm glad we put it behind us.
Still wants chocolate gravy too.
He does.
No.
The feud that Joe really has is with me
over the
not
chocolate
putting
gravy.
up the chocolate gravy.
I think that is where this all stands for. Jaguar or Jaguar? Jaguar.
I think the lady on the commercial says Jaguar.
Chianti. Is that it?
Yeah.
It's
a great like Rosetta Stone commercial.
Yeah. Hey, let me cue the music here.
First
time. Beautiful. And I look forward to teaching you me on Sunday, British Raven. Hey, guys, appreciate each and every one of you. Have a day, have a night, have a great weekend. Get up with us on Sunday morning. Ravens, Rams, go around the NFL. But be good, be safe, and go make some Rasta pasta for your day.
Thanks, everyone.
You're a good kid, Kyle. Thanks for coming back. Glad I don't hate you anymore. There we go.